Hey, it's Arie here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video, I've got 5 tips for starting an online business and actually getting the results that you truly want. So if you're looking to build any sort of business online, regardless of the business model that you're going after, then this video is going to be definitely for you too. So definitely be sure to, of course, stick around to the very end. But before I really dive into these 5 tips, I just want to say if this is the first time that you're on my channel, I'm always bringing new content every single day about how to build an online business and different ways of on how you could, of course, make money online. So if you enjoy videos like this, definitely be sure to subscribe to this channel down below if you haven't done so already. And also be sure to tick the bell icon so you can be notified of all the new videos I post on this channel. But without further ado, let's get into the top 5 tips for starting an online business and actually getting the results that you truly desire. So tip number 1 is you need to pick one business model that you truly believe in and actually commit to it. See, the problem with most people is that they struggle with this thing called shiny object syndrome. They're constantly looking for the next latest and greatest business opportunity to join that will hopefully make them rich overnight. They're looking for that push button system that will allow them to get instant results, thousands of dollars within their first week or within their first month. And if they don't get those kind of results within, a certain time frame, then they immediately give up. They call it a scam. They get discouraged, and then they look for other things. They, find some other course or some other, webinar that will show them, okay, here's how, here's how a few of my students made $20,000 within the next, 2 months or something. And then they get all excited thinking, oh my God, this is going to be the one. If I, follow this guy now and I buy this course, this is what's going to allow me to start making consistent money overnight. So that's the thing that a lot of people tend to fall into. They fall into this trap where they're focusing more on the actual business model or the business opportunity rather than their actual skill sets. So it's critically important that if you truly want to have long-term results with anything, you need to be willing to fully commit to one business model that you truly believe in. For example, if you decide to get into affiliate marketing, highly recommend affiliate marketing. That's, by far what I believe is the best business model to really get started with. But if you just decide to do affiliate marketing, then you need to fully commit to that. You need to decide, okay, I'm going to get into this and I'm going to fully do whatever it takes to getting the long-term results that I truly want. So tip number 1, pick one business model that you truly believe in and fully commit. Tip number 2 kind of goes along with that is invest in good quality mentorship. See, a lot of people, another issue with a lot of people is that, yes, there's a lot of information on YouTube. There's a lot of free videos that you could watch on YouTube. You could look something up into Google and pretty much learn anything that you want. But the problem with that is that if you aren't getting a step-by-step approach in terms of like, here's how to do affiliate marketing, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. If you aren't following some sort of, linear path that will show you exactly how to get the results that you want, well then ultimately at the end of the day, you're going to be, pretty much running around in circles, feeling confused. And, with videos like on YouTube, it can be very overwhelming at times with all the amount of information that's on this platform. I mean, everyone's got some sort of, course nowadays that will show you how to make, $1,000 within the next, month or so. And, there's a lot of information out there. So it's critically important that if you decide that you want to have long-term results with affiliate marketing or any other business model, you need to be willing to invest in good quality mentorship. And good quality mentorship is typically where it all begins. If you are not willing to invest in yourself, if you are not willing to invest in your skill sets, then it's going to be very difficult for you long-term to really get, long-term results with anything. So that's the other thing that I really wanted to go over here is you have to be willing to invest in good quality mentorship. And I know with this, a lot of people say, well, why would I spend $500 on a course? Or why would I spend $1,000 on this, training here when I could just go on YouTube and learn these different, traffic strategies for free? I could learn how to, get solo ads for free. But, again, the problem with that is that if you don't have a step-by-step blueprint to follow, then it's going to be very difficult for you to know exactly, okay, what are the step-by-step, what are the step-by-step actions that I need to take in order to get to that destination. So it's kind of like, you've got your GPS and you could decide to, go somewhere, pretty much just by guessing, or you could use a GPS, a tool that will allow you to get to whatever location it is that you are looking to really get to. So that's kind of like what mentorship is like. It's kind of like your GPS to the location that you want to go. If you want to go from point A to point B, then good quality mentorship is really the starting point on how to really get to that destination. But let's move on to tip number 3, is start creating content on a regular basis. Now, this is one that I know a lot of people will view as, like optional, but I'd say especially if you are deciding to get into affiliate marketing, or if you're looking to sell or promote any products online, whether it's products on ClickBank, whether it's, products on JVZoo or some sort of like network marketing opportunity, whatever it is that you have that you want to, of course, recommend to other people, I highly recommend, especially if you are on a low budget, to start creating some form of content on a regular basis. There's a few ways that you can, of course, go about this. You could decide to start up a blog, like a website, and you could start, creating like articles on a regular basis. I used to do that actually. Or what you could also do is start up a YouTube channel. And the benefit with YouTube is that YouTube does not cost you anything to start. It's completely free. All you need is your Gmail account, and then you could start creating videos. And I highly recommend a platform like YouTube because, for one, videos are a great way to build up trust with your audience. And, again, it doesn't cost you anything to create content on YouTube. And the other thing with it is that it's one of the most powerful traffic sources that you could really leverage in the long term. Search engine optimization in general is some of the best, highest quality traffic that you could really get. It isn't something that you could fully depend on right away because you do have to take time to put out content on a regular basis. You have to take time to build up that audience of people that know, like, and trust you. But once you have a large enough following that, follows you, I mean, you could pretty much be getting sales pretty much every single day on autopilot. If you have, like 100 videos on YouTube, every single piece of content that you put out on the internet, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's a website, or maybe it's even like a podcast, every single piece of content that you put out there is like think of it like a salesperson working for you 24/7. It's always up there, and as long as people are finding it, as long as people are searching up particular phrases and they're finding exactly what they're looking for, which would be your video, then it's a very great way to get lots of high quality traffic to whatever offer it is that you are promoting. So creating content, I think, is one of the smartest things that you could decide to do in the long term, especially YouTube. I really like YouTube. I think it's by far the best social media platform to, of course, consider. But yeah, that is tip number 3, and I just cannot stress enough how much I believe in creating content, especially if you are on a rather low budget. But let's move on to tip number 4, is have a long-term mindset and avoid the instant gratification. See, a lot of people, they are constantly looking for, that instant get-rich-quick type of thing. And I know this kind of ties in with, pick one business model. But, with anything that you decide to do, you need to have a very long-term mindset. If you want long-term results with affiliate marketing, you got to commit long-term to affiliate marketing. If you want to do drop shipping or Amazon FBA or anything really, you need to have a very long-term mindset. It's kind of like, I think the main reason why a lot of people have this very get-rich-quick mindset is because, since there's a very, typically a very low price that you would, of course, pay to start an online business compared to, like starting a real business, there's much less of a risk with starting an online business as there is with, starting a brick and mortar business, or even like going to college, actually. People spend, tens of thousands of dollars, some people get up to like 6 figures in debt, and, they don't even get the exact job that they're looking for. So going to college is a much higher risk than starting an online business because you have much bigger, price to pay for that. And starting an online business, I mean, you could literally start one for like, like $100 or something like that. Or, you could even start up like a website for like $10. It costs like $10 to buy a domain. And, then maybe you might buy like some sort of mentorship program, for like $500 or $1,000. But think about that. While that sounds like a lot to a lot of people, it's very little compared to what it costs to start up a brick and mortar business. So, I mean, the thing is, like, you got to have a very long-term mindset, and you just got to avoid the instant gratification. So a lot of people, they have this, they want to get rich quick. I think also a lot of people, because they tend to buy lottery tickets, a lot of these same people that when they hear about, oh, I could start an online business by doing affiliate marketing, just, recommending products and services to other people. Oh, okay, I'll do that. And then they just kind of dabble in it for just a little bit. And, if they don't get results right away, then they complain, they get discouraged, they call it a scam. So honestly, with anything that you decide to do, you need to have a very long-term mindset, and you got to fully commit to becoming great at whatever it is that you decide to do. Last tip that I want to mention is never complain about anything you cannot change or are unwilling to change. So this is something that a lot of people tend to do. I'd say, especially, a lot of so-called aspiring entrepreneurs, or like, I guess you could say wannabe entrepreneurs is like another term for them, is that there are some people that are constantly complaining about things, whether it's, oh, I joined this course and it didn't get me the results that I want. I joined this business opportunity and I didn't make, $1,000 within my first month. I joined this thing and, these people that are selling these courses, they're just, taking advantage of people. They're just trying to suck money out of people by, posting a lot of the same videos. And, honestly, when I see people like that, that is by far, I believe, something that is truly going to limit, their full potential. It really is going to allow them to not really get the long-term results that they truly want. So, my recommendation is that if you find yourself complaining about a lot of things, very often, if you're the type of person that is constantly looking at things to be negative about, and it doesn't even have to be like business related. It could be like anything in general. Like if you constantly find yourself complaining about things that you cannot or are not willing to change, then you become what's known as a living, breathing crap magnet. I believe that it was T. Harv Eker that said that or something like that. But he put it up. He said that pretty much perfectly right there. He pretty much summed it up perfectly. But the thing is like, if you truly want to, because the thing is, becoming an entrepreneur is really all about solving problems. At the end of the day, when you decide to become an entrepreneur, you are choosing to become a problem solver. So in that case, when you decide to become an entrepreneur, you should not complain about anything that you are not willing to change or cannot change at all. If there's something that you cannot change, then my advice is just don't worry about it. And if there's something that you can change, then do something about it. And if you are not willing to change it, then don't really worry about it. So those are the top 5 tips that I wanted to go over in this video. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, be sure to let me know your thoughts down below. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you thought of these tips and what you might also add to this list right here. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. But if you'd like to learn more about how to build a long-term business online, if you want to learn how to build a business through the concept of affiliate marketing, or pretty much anything really, like online marketing, network marketing. If you're looking to build up a long-term business around that entire concept of selling other people's products, then my #1 link in the description will give you access to my free training I put together. It's a free 4-day training, and that goes over how to really build up a long-term business in the long term. So it goes over the 4 main things that you must really focus on to get those long-term results in your business. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video, and take care.